Ladies and gentlemen, let us imagine a wildfire. A wildfire that's built up and is worse than it would have been or should have been or could have been if they would have let natural fires burn more often. So that by going around and putting out wildfires, we create this buildup of stuff that then has to burn off in bigger conflagrations. This is happening. This is an absolutely crisp metaphor for what's happening in medicine. We have used a few dozens of chemicals that we call antibiotics to kill off the bacteria that are very easy to kill off and that plague us most often. Now, you say, well, how convenient that the ones that plague us most often we're able to kill off. That's not necessarily true. The common cold, flu, AIDS, these things are viruses and they're not susceptible. So it's not true that it's convenient. There's actually still a lot of stuff that's very bad that we can't do anything about. But antibiotics solves certain problems very well. We're seizing the low-hanging fruit. And eventually we will have gotten all that low-hanging fruit. And that day is coming. That day is basically here. Something like 10,000 people in the United States die every year from antibiotic-resistant infection. If you do the math on that, that's like a jumbo jet every week or 2 jumbo jets every week. It's like a 9/11 happening, every 10 days. It's an amazing quantity of people dying. Not every 10 days for a 9/11, but the jets that flew into the buildings. Well, this is happening because the bacteria that are easy to kill off are being killed off, and the ones that are left, they're also acquiring, they're evolving. Obviously, evolution's true, so anyone who doesn't believe in evolution is going to have a tough time understanding the real world, but they're evolving the ability to deal with these antibiotics. Now, some people don't realize on the farms we put antibiotics in cows and pigs and stuff, and antibiotics are not different from steroids. Antibiotics are a course of steroids that you take for a few weeks or a few days, 3 days maybe. Steroids is constant use of antibiotics, probably in larger doses. But steroids equals antibiotics equals steroids. And we use steroids in cattle so that they don't get sick as much and grow faster. So that means that, and it's 80% of the antibiotics we use in America is in livestock. And that means that we've got this huge factory of microbes that don't care about these antibiotics we use. They don't care about it because they evolve in the presence of it. And, well, if any of those get into our systems, voila, we're in trouble. So we're seizing the low-hanging fruit. The future is not golden. The only way out is probably some sort of genetic engineering and super-duper sanitary living conditions and growing our food mostly in factories. The day will come when enormous vats of microbes just are warmed to 110 degrees and sit there for 30 days, and then they're used to make burger patties and whatever. The day will come. But in the meantime, we still grow our food outside, and our animals still live outside. And that's going to appear strange to people in the future.